Pikachu!
We're gonna have to go get some counseling after this one. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 disturbing anime scenes. For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes in anime that make us shudder because they're just so damn messed up. As such, we will be showing mature content as well as revealing spoilers. So, you have been warned on both fronts. Oh, and don't expect us to include that infamous scene from Tokyo Tribe 2 because no, stop already. Number 10, Torture, Tokyo Ghoul. Poor Kaneki, nothing ever seems to go his way. You'd think being turned into a half-ghoul and hungry for the flesh of humans was bad enough. But nope, he finds himself captured by the sadistic Yamori, a ghoul who's not too subtle about his Jason Voorhees affiliation. He proceeds to brutally torture Kaneki via standard tools, forcing a centipede into his ear, and even killing 2 innocent people in front of him. You could say there's a silver lining, what with Kaneki getting his own revenge by eating him alive, but then again, the damage most certainly has been done. Number 9, Hallucination, Akira. While he's hospitalized, Tetsuo begins to suffer painfully real hallucinations, eventually finding himself in the playpen from hell. Giant toys begin to materialize before him, who are either trying to eat him alive or drown him in a sea of milk, it's not quite clear. It's only due to accidentally cutting his foot on some broken glass that he's able to bring himself back into reality, though chances are he won't be getting much sleep after witnessing that horror show. Number 8, Chimera, Full Metal Alchemist series.
Daddy! There are people out here! Look!
Nina, this is why I told you to keep the dog tied up.
No matter which series you prefer, the cruel fate of Nina Tucker is equally hard to watch. Nina and her beloved dog Alexander become unwitting pawns of her father, the Sewing Life Alchemist, who, in a last-ditch effort to retain his state alchemist's license, fuses them together to create a talking chimera.
Big Brother Ed.
Unable to reverse the process, the brothers can only mourn another loss.
We're the same! You're just like me! We're not! Oh, but yes we are!
This hideous new form doesn't last very long, though, as she's given a mercy killing by Scar.
Your passing will be in peace.
Number 7, Flashback, Hellsing Ultimate.
It's not real!
Sarah's Victoria did not have a happy childhood. In fact, it's probably horrific enough to make part of your soul die. While confronting the vicious Millennium Officer, Zoran Blitz, Saris is forced to relive the worst days of her life, as the Nazi vampire traps her in an illusion.
Oh, Piggy, what's the matter? Come on, mate, squeal like a pig, why don't ya?
When she was just a girl, her parents were gunned down by a pair of thugs. In retribution, she stabbed one of them in the eye with a fork, only to end up getting shot herself and left helpless as the intruder desecrates her mother's corpse before her very eyes.
Let me toss one in the wifey first.
F you on, she's dead.
Still warm, innit?
Number 6, The Death of a Puppy, Elfin Lied.
Are you worried about me? I'm all right. I'm used to being alone.
Now, we wouldn't want to wish death upon any child, unless there are these little bastards who get their kicks from bludgeoning an adorable puppy to death.
I've never seen you this upset before. You must really like the dog.
Constantly facing prejudice due to being a Diclonius, Lucy finds herself a true companion in the form of a stray dog she names Wanta, who is then killed by her bullies right in front of her. That's when she lets loose her vectors and cuts them to ribbons in a fit of anger and sorrow. We know that murder is wrong and all, but come on, they killed a friggin' puppy.
You know who is inhuman? People like you!
Number 5, more torture, Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor.
やはりいたか。コソ泥が。
こいつ、いつの間に?
Even if Kaiji isn't the brightest bulb in the box, no one deserves to go through such brutal ordeals as he did.
なんだと思うこれ。 指折りか。
While trying to free himself and others from their financial imprisonment, he finds himself on the receiving end of the ruthless manager Ichijo, who inflicts agonizing pain on the unlucky gambler with a device that inserts a needle under his fingernails.
想像を絶する痛みを超えた激痛
It may not have the goriest outcome, but just even imagining that sensation is enough to make anyone shudder.
見ろ、世にも珍しい爪の裏から塗る血のマニキュアだ。
Number 4. Introduction. Fate Zero.
貴殿の名をここに問う。そうは何者なるや。
Just taking a look at Castor is unsettling, but then you find out how much of a freak of nature he is after expressing how much he enjoys killing. And all of a sudden, this servant is the most disturbing thing in the entire Fate franchise.
怖がらなくてもいいんだよ。
After a serial killer ends up summoning him, we get our first taste of the horror that is to come, as Castor seemingly lets a captured child go free, only to have a bunch of tendrils lash out and rip him to pieces. Number 3, even more torture, when they cry. Again with the fingernails.
What is this thing?
In a cursed village where everyone is losing their minds and there's murder aplenty, is it any surprise that we're treated to a buffet of gory, visceral imagery? Our pick of the litter goes to one particular timeline where, in a beautiful display of family bonding, Shion is forced by her sister to de-nail herself for her supposed crimes.
Shion Sonozaki, to restore your standing in this family, please remove 3 of your fingernails.
We're not sure what's more unsettling about this scene, the fact that her nails are being systematically torn off, or how willing the onlookers are to jump in and get the job done themselves. Number 2, the horse, Berserk.
この馬に乗って。
ダメ。
None of us have fully recovered from watching the Band of the Hawk get slaughtered and devoured by a swarm of apostles, but with a new series comes new demonic creatures, as well as new unpleasant scenarios for the Black Swordsman to deal with. One particularly harrowing encounter comes when an evil spirit possesses Guts' horse, who proceeds to mount and nearly rape someone who's already psychologically damaged. Luckily, it doesn't get too far, as the similarity to what happened to Casca drives Guts to bisect the beast with absolute ferocity. Number 1, the bunnies, Blood Sea. Do you find bunnies adorable? Well, you won't after watching this. While it takes on a rabbit-like visage, the only attribute that Elder Baron seems to share with its mammal counterpart is the ability to multiply rapidly, after which it proceeds to lay waste to an entire town by feasting on the inhabitants. In a non-stop gore fest, humans end up shish kebabbed, dismembered, decapitated, and some unlucky souls even end up getting blended. It's a parade of death that comes and goes in the blink of an eye, but will leave you haunted as a result. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the most disturbing scene in anime?
やべえ喘ぎ声にも似た彼の声を聞いてると
With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.